name is Rana, and this is a Vinyasa Flow. So we're going to start on our mat, on your knees, and we're starting straight in child's pose. So big toes together, knees apart, palms in front of your knees. With an inhale, press into the palms, chest as far away from the floor, shoulders down and away from your ears, and lengthen the spine. So deep inhale, pull the spine long, and exhale, move the hands forward. Again, inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, move forward. Keep going at your own pace till the forehead's gently resting on the floor. Arms are extended, palms flat, fingers spread. Close your eyes and just breathe. So nice long inhales, long exhales. With each breath, you want to be filling the lungs, start to feel your ribs expanding, and on the exhale, gently let it settle. So see if you can take a long, slow count up to 4 or 6 on your inhales. Allow the breath to last the entire count. So we're starting to slow things down. And on your exhale, try to do the same. So we're really narrowing down your attention to what's happening on your mat. And while you're here, take a few moments and just set an intention for your session. What is it that you want to get out of your session? So a few more nice deep inhales and exhales. All the breathing in the class will be in and out of your nose, no mouth breathing at all. And it's always the breath that leads the way. Good, so on your next inhale, gently make your way up to hands and knees. Inhale here, look up and arch your back. And on the exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, and press all the way back, 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 down dog. Tailbone lifts, palms are flat, press into the palms and really lift the hips and the tailbone up and away from the palms. Drop the head and neck. You're working the heels towards the floor. If they get there, that's fine. If they don't get there, it's not a big deal. Notice you want to keep the tailbone tilting up. Nice. Good. Relax the head and neck completely. Nod your head gently yes, shake your head gently no. If you're feeling stiff in the back of the legs or the lower back, feel free to bend one knee at a time, but move really slowly. Give the hamstrings a chance to stretch. If you're stiff in the back, feel free to sway the hips and stretch the spine. Make it very fluid. Remember, the practice is very individual, so it really doesn't matter what it looks like, it matters what it feels like. And you may feel like you want to do different things on different days, depending on how your body feels, and that's perfectly fine. Good. From here, on an inhale, make your way forward into a nice plank pose, hold and breathe. So palms are flat, fingers spread, press the chest away from the floor, and squeeze the belly. And hold and breathe. Regardless what happens, the breath never stops. So take a deep inhale here, and on an exhale, lift the hips and press back to down dog. We're moving with the breath. The breath always leads the way. Inhale, forward into plank, hold. Nice, strong pose. Chest doesn't sink. If this is too much, it's just as good to come to the knees, but don't shift the weight back. Keep the weight exactly where it is. Squeeze the belly, same thing applies. Take a nice deep inhale, and exhale back to down dog. Let's do that one more time. So deep inhale, forward into plank, hold plank. We're going to lower from here. I'm going to show stage 1. Wendy will show the more advanced. Either stay on the toes or come to your knees. Take a nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, bend the elbows, keep them glued to the ribs, and slowly lower all the way down. Good. Inhale, Come into a gentle cobra and hold it. We're only coming up as far as we can without the hands. Keep the back of the neck nice and long and completely relax the lower body, so do not squeeze the buttocks. Press into the hands. On an inhale, gently lift, and exhale, slowly lower. Breath leads the way. Inhale, lift. Shoulders down and away from your ears. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. 2 more, inhale. The butt is completely relaxed. Last one, inhale, lift. And this time, tuck your toes and press back to down dog. Couple nice deep breaths here. Good, look up, step your feet to your hands. Spread the feet hip distance apart. Fold forward from the hips. Hold on to your elbows, relax your head and neck completely. Just take a couple deep breaths here, and maybe you can gently pull the chest towards the floor. If the back of the legs is tight or if the lower back is tight, feel free to do this with bent knees. It's just as good. We're warming up. Good, release the arms. On a long inhale, slowly roll up to standing. Nice, good. Top of your mat. Let's get into some flows, so some sun salutations. So ankles and heels together. Lift the toes, spread them wide, and then press the feet into the mat. So feel like you're gripping the mat. Nice strong thighs. Lift your spine, relax your shoulders. Bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes here. Just a couple nice deep breaths. Bring your attention to the base of your skull, and as you stand here, lift from the base of the skull so the spine's always nice and long. Good, open your eyes, Surya Namaskara A. We're going to continuously flow here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward bend, straight back, leading with the chest. Inhale, extend your spine. Stage 1, bring the hands to the shins. Exhale, back to plank. Take a nice deep inhale, and exhale, bend your elbows, slowly lower. Inhale, stage 1, stick to cobra. Stage 2, up dog like Wendy's doing. Exhale, down dog, and breathe. So long, deep breaths in down dog. The further we go, the looser you'll get, the warmer you'll get. But keep the spine extending, the palms are pressing, and the weight is in the lower body, not in your upper body, not in the shoulders. Look up, step your feet to your hands. Inhale, extend the spine, nice and long. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale all the way up, feel free to bend the knees, straight back. We're going to continue flowing. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back to plank. Take a deep inhale. Knees are straight legs. Bend your elbows. Slowly lower on the exhale. It's very controlled. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. And breathe. Remember, the whole point behind the vinyasa is that it's breath linked with the movement. So breath always leads the way. There's a breath with every move, and it's that way for a reason. So every single move, really fill the lungs on the inhale, and then really empty the lungs on the exhale. Good, look up, step forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale all the way up. Continue down. Exhale, forward bend. It's really slow. It's nice and controlled. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, back to plank. Nice deep inhale. Knees are straight legs. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Notice a long spine. That never gets sacrificed. If you need to and you're tight and you're not feeling as open, it's much better to do this with bent knees but keep the tailbone lifting than to have straight legs and a round spine. So if you need to, bend your knees and really lift and press the hips. Look up, step forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forward bend. All the way up, inhale. And exhale all the way down. We'll do one more round of this after this. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back to plank. Deep inhale here. Exhale, bend your elbows slowly down. Inhale up, Dogger Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Remember, at any point, if you need to take a break, child's pose is your best friend. So feel free to drop and take a child's pose as often as you need and for as long as you need. It's just as good. Good. Look up, step forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forward bend. All the way up. And last round, exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Nice, strong pose. Inhale. And exhale, bend your elbows. Keep them glued to the ribs. Inhale, up Dogger Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Down dog is always such a fantastic way to give every part of your body a stretch from your fingertips to your toes. You could work out all kinds of kinks. Good. Look up, step forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale all the way up. This time, exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to move on to Surya Namaskara B. Bend your knees, inhale up. Hold it here for a second. Weight is in the heels. You should be able to lift your toes. Spine is nice and long. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, forward bend, straighten the legs. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, back to plank. Deep inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. Inhale up, Dogger Cobra. Exhale, down dog. And hold down dog. Inhale, right leg up behind you. Hold it. Notice the weight does not shift forward. The weight stays in the lower body. If this does not feel happy, bring the leg down. It's fine. These are just different variations depending on what you feel like doing at any particular stage. Good. Bend the knee and open your hip. So we're starting to get into some hip opening, some chest opening. Feel this. Take it slow. If you're feeling very stiff, you might not want to go too far. If you're feeling like your body wants to take you there, flex that top foot and really open out that hip. Good. You should feel this from the right armpit to the right knee. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the foot forward. Stage 1, come onto your knees. Stage 2, stay on your toes. Good. From here, either inhale and extend your spine. Good. Stage 2, you can lift up, bring your hands to your heart, hold it and breathe. We're opening the hip. Breathe. Your front knee needs to be directly on top of your front ankle to protect the knee. But keep the spine lifting. You're lifting the belly off the thigh. And hold and sink into the hip. Nice. If you'd like to take this further, you can reach the arms. And if you're lifting the ribs away from the hips. This is not the shoulders. This is lifting the ribs. We want to keep As little compression in the lower back. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands down, back to plank, and slowly down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up behind you. Either hold it here, or you can bring the leg down if you're not happy in a one-legged down dog. Keep the weight back. Nice, bend the knee and open the hip. It's completely up to you as to how far you want to go. When you've got the leg lifted, you're still lifting and pressing the leg away. If you're opening the hip, open the hip and breathe. Nice. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the foot forward. Take your time. Make sure the knee's on top of your ankle. Peel the chest up. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, either hands to your heart. You can hold it here. This is about opening in the front of that right hip, so you want to give it a chance to open. Plant that front foot, that's your base. Either stay here or really reach the arms and lift and hold and breathe. Notice you're extending that front knee forward and the back heel back. So it's a nice solid base, and that stretch is still happening in the hips. All the while, you're lifting from there. Nice. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank. Nice deep inhale here. And exhale, lower. Good. Go through the vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Nice. And breathe. Let's do a side angle, a side balance. So right knee down, left foot flat. And right hand in line with your right knee. Alternatively, you can do a side plank like Wendy's doing. So on a nice long inhale, left arm up. Hold it there and breathe. Really reach the arm. You're not dumping into the shoulder, you're lifting out of the shoulder, so it's a nice strong pose. If you're happy here and you'd like to take it further, feel free to drop the arm open and open up in your chest. Alternatively, you're doing a side plank. You're stacking the feet, challenging your balance, hold it here, and lift the hips. You can take it as far as you want this to go. Nice. Release, hands down, back to plank, take a deep inhale, and exhale slowly down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Catch your breath. Good, let's take this to the other side. So left knee down, this is stage one, right foot flat, left hand in line with your knee, press into the arm, nice long inhale, reach the arm, you can stay here. If you'd like, you can drop the chest open and start to get into some chest opening. Press that right foot down. Alternatively, like Wendy's doing, we're stacking the feet, and hold. Either way, we're trying to open the sides, we're strengthening the shoulders, we're challenging our balance. Breathe throughout. Very nice. And release. Hands down. Step back to plank. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly all the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Let's keep it flowing. Inhale, right leg up behind you. We're going to do a gentle twist. On an exhale, we're bringing the right leg under your left armpit out to the side. Really walk the foot out as far as you can. Turn flat onto the left foot and lift and open the chest and breathe. This is a twist. It's a side opener. It's a chest opener. Breathe. If this does not feel happy, you don't have to do any of it. The point is you want to try and do all of this with a smile. If you're not smiling, what's the point? Wendy, you smiling? Mm-mm. Good, bring the hands down. Right leg back up, inhale. Exhale, bring the foot forward again. Either knees or straight legs. If you can, stay on the toes, press the heel back. Nice long inhale again. Either hands to your heart or nice long inhale. We're reaching. Hold Crescent Pose. This is one of my absolute favorite poses. Front knee forward, back heel back, chest is lifted. You can either hold, or if you'd like to take this further, you can gently lean back. It's a mini back bend, but keep lifting. This should feel like you're radiating in every possible position, in every direction. Very nice. Good, bring your hands slightly down. Well, slightly down. Bring the left hand to the outside of your right knee. Knee forward, heel back. On an inhale, lift your spine. And exhale, bring the right arm back. It's a gentle twist. If this is too much, that's your alternative. And breathe. So really, there's a pose for everyone that can be adjusted. Very nice. Slowly come back, hands down, back to plank. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And hold it, catch your breath. The warmer you get, the sweeter you can get into these poses. Nice. And breathe, nice. Beautiful, let's do the other side. So inhale, left leg up behind you. On an exhale, bring it down and under your right armpit, out to the side. Really walk it out. Right foot flat. And then long inhale. You're opening, hold it and breathe. This shouldn't feel like you're compressing anywhere. It's a very big release in this pose. Fill your lungs with every breath. Beautiful, bring the hands down. Left leg up again, take a deep inhale. And exhale, bring it forward. Crescent pose again. So front knee forward, back heel back. Nice long inhale. Stage one, hold here. The tendency is, if you've got weak thighs, you're gonna wanna keep the knee turning in. What we're trying to do is keep the knee out, pointing over the second and third toes. So either hold here, or on an inhale, really reach the arms and lift the ribs. And if you'd like to take it further, feel free to take it back. All of these are just added little extras to make the pose that much sweeter. Nice. Notice the back leg is as straight as you can keep it. Hold on, we're going into our twist. I love my twists. So hold here. If you want to stay on your back straight leg, do that. If you'd like to come down onto your knee, that's just as good. So right hand to the outside of your left knee, my fault. Inhale, lift the chest, relax your shoulders, and on an exhale, this is not about jerking and twisting the neck as much as it's about turning the shoulders. And breathe. And hold. Very nice. Slowly release, bring the hands down. Step back to plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale slowly down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. And breathe. Nice. Look up, step forward. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, forward bend. Bend your knees, inhale up. Make sure the weight's in the heels. We're going to continue flowing. Exhale, forward bend, straighten your legs.
Inhale, extend.
Exhale, back to plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip. Either hold it here, or if you'd like to drop back. So I'm gonna hold stage one, that's just as good. It's another hip opener. If you feel like playing and challenging yourself, then you wanna follow what Wendy's doing. Breathe. Nice, slowly come back to one-legged down dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the foot forward. This time back foot flat, warrior one. Nice long inhale, hips and shoulders are forward, and you're lifting, hold it and breathe. There's a lot of things to pay attention to in a warrior one. Back foot, you're pressing into the outside of that back foot, and you're trying to turn your hips and shoulders forward. Nice. Front knee is right over the ankle. Nice. There's so many things to pay attention to in this pose, so breathe. And it always helps, a little tip, if you turn that back foot slightly in, that's gonna help you bring that front hip, the hip forward. Good, so hold warrior one. Stay nice and low in your base. Just bring the upper body forward, like you're an extension of that back leg, and breathe. Like you're really shooting, you're extending. This is not crushing in the spine. Lift. Keep the spine long. Good, from here we're gonna hop forward and come into warrior three. Options with the hands. The back leg lifts, so there's a straight line from the top of the head to the heel. Hands either at your heart, arms out to the sides, which helps with the balance, or you can reach the arms forward, whichever works. But you want to try to stay lifted so the chest and the legs are in one plane. And if the front thigh is shaking and burning, good, that's what it's supposed to be doing. From here, bring the arms, hands to the floor. Beginners or stage one, you can bend that front knee if you need to. The point here is we're working on standing splits. So you want to extend the chest forward to the floor and extend the leg up as far as it goes. This is not about getting into the splits. This is about working opposites. If you notice, eventually we're working towards both hands holding onto that standing leg. If you get there, it's fine. If you never get there, it's fine. The point is, it's in the effort. Very nice. Good. From here, we're walking the hands out. So bring the right hand out in front of the right foot, but it's right under your shoulder, and then slightly out to the side. You're lifting the left leg. This is Arda Chandrasana, or half moon. So the point here is, stage one, you're lifting the leg. You want to try and keep the legs extended, the arms extended. Stage two is you're opening that left hip. Stage three is you're opening that left shoulder. So you're stacking the shoulders and the hips. Left arm up and breathe. It's a balance pose first, and you're working the core. You're stretching your legs, your spine. Hold it and breathe. Lift that left leg and flex the foot. Good. If you feel like you want to play, feel free to bend that back knee. You can reach back and hold on to the ankle or foot. This is just fun to play with, and then open out the chest and the hips. Very nice. Good. Release. Bring the hands down again. Step back into the warrior one. Nice long inhale, lift. And exhale, hands down. Back to plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Hold it. Catch your breath. Very nice. Good. Let's do all of that to the other side. So inhale, left leg up behind you. Exhale, bring it forward. Take your time, plant the foot, turn the back foot forward and flat. Nice long inhale. Lift, hold it and breathe. Warrior one. Hips and shoulders forward. Press into the outside of that back leg. And lift the ribs. And breathe. We all want to rush through a warrior one to get to the next pose, but you want to hold it and feel your way through the pose. Good. From here, stay low in your base. Just bring the upper body forward. Notice nothing collapses. You're lifting and you're reaching. Hold and breathe. Plant that front foot and plant the back foot and breathe. Nice. From here, hop your weight forward and come up into a warrior three. Nice. Nice. Notice her spine's extended, back leg is extended. You're trying to get on the same plane. What you do with your hands is completely up to you. Personally, I find the arms out to the sides the easiest way to hold your balance. Very nice. From here, bring the hands to the floor, working our way into the standing splits. Don't be intimidated by the fact that these are called standing splits. Most of us can't and will never be able to do the splits. That's fine. You just want to extend the chest forward, lift the leg up, and work with whatever feels okay for you today. If you find that you want to take it further, you can start to play with the balance and hold on to the leg. Eventually, you might be able to hold on to the leg with both hands. And if that never happens, who cares? It's all good. Very nice. Release. Let's work our way into half moon. So make sure with half moon, the left hand is in front of the foot, but slightly out to the side. This helps with the balance. Plant that front foot. Stage one, lift that right leg, flex the foot. Stage two, you want to open the hips. Stage three, you want to open the shoulders. Arm up. If it's okay on your neck, you can turn and look up at your hands. If not, you can look down or look out to the sides. Hold it and breathe. Again, if you cannot bring that the hand to the floor and keep everything long and extended, feel free to prop yourself up on a block or some books, whatever helps, so that you can keep nice and long. It's a long arm, long spine, long legs. And if you'd like, bend the knee, open up into the chest. Very nice. Release. Step back into warrior one. Nice long inhale, lift. And nice long exhale. Nice. I hope you're breathing through all of this. Deep inhale and exhale slowly down. Inhale up and exhale. Down dog. Nice. And from here, look up, step your feet to your hands. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forward bend. Bend your knees, inhale up. And this is going to be our last round. Exhale, forward bend, straighten your legs. Inhale, really fill your lungs. Exhale, back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, back foot flat. Nice long inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to your heart, open out into warrior two. And breathe. Again, it's a hip opener. Front knee over the front ankle. Nice long spine, you're lifted and you're centered over the hips, and then you're reaching the arms. The arms are active here. Feel the muscles hugging the bones, and feel like you're reaching in opposite directions. Turn and look over the front fingers, hold it and breathe. Shoulders, arms are at shoulder level, but shoulders are down and away from your ears. Good, take a deep inhale, and exhale, reverse warrior. Keep the front knee bent, and you're really reaching the side here. You'll feel this all in your side. This should feel like $1 million. and breathe. Nice. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, stage one, you're bringing your elbow to your knee. Stage two, like Wendy's doing, hand to the floor, but you've really got to bend this knee if you're bringing the hand to the floor. And then left arm over your ear and pull. So here, it's key that we're working opposites again. So from your hip, lift up a little bit there. Nice. From your hip to your foot, you're pressing, and from your hip to your fingertips, you're pulling. And what's key is that you keep the chest opening up to the ceiling. Beautiful. You can use that arm pressing against the knee to keep the knee opening out. If you're doing this on your elbows, it's just as good. And you're extending. Nice. Inhale back to warrior two. Hold. Good. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands down. Back to plank. And slowly lower. Inhale up, dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, forward. Back foot flat. Nice long inhale, reach. Warrior one. Deep inhale here. Exhale, hands to your heart. Open out to warrior two. And breathe. So that front knee stays bent. Really reach the arms. Good. Inhale. And exhale, reverse warrior. And breathe and let the sides release. Notice front knee stays bent. This is also about a hip opener. And at the same time, you're opening and releasing the sides and the chest. Very nice. Inhale back to warrior two. And exhale, again, stage one, elbow to your knee, or stage two, like Wendy's demonstrating, and reach the arm. Keep the chest turning up, and breathe. So you're pulling the fingertips as far away from that foot, and just enjoying an awesome stretch for the sides. Alternatively, if you're in stage two and you want to take the bind, feel free to take the bind. This is only if you're happy with an open chest here. Otherwise, stick to whichever stage you're at, hold it and breathe. Very nice. Inhale, release, pull yourself back up to warrior two. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, hands down. Back to plank. And slowly down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. One last round, the twists. So inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring it forward. Stage one, you can come onto your knee here. If you'd like, you can do this straight on stage two, which is with the back leg straight. But this is about the twist first. That's going to challenge our balance. So from here, nice long inhale, left arm up. And on an exhale, you're going to bring all this over and around. Get the armpit out there, and if you can, take the time, nudge yourself and see if you can get the navel to the outside of the thigh. Palms together. Inhale, extend the spine nice and long, and then exhale, you're pressing into the outside of the leg and opening that right shoulder back. And breathe. If you start here, you can eventually work into the full pose if you'd like. Otherwise, hold stage one, and breathe. And if you can notice here, this is about opening that shoulder. So take a deep inhale. And on an exhale, nice. That's what you're after. You can keep the hands at the heart, or you can extend the arms. Are you happy with the bind, or you don't like the bind? Very nice. There's so much magic happening in a twist. I love my twists. I make them hold my twists. I know she's sweating, she's hating me, but it's okay. So take a deep inhale, and on an exhale, slowly unravel, really nice and slow. Take it easy on your spine, hands down, step back to plank. Take a deep inhale, and exhale, slowly lower. There's nothing sweeter than an up dog after a twist. So if you can hold an up dog here and let that work its way out of your spine, good. And exhale, down dog, and breathe. Very nice, and let's do the twist to the other side. So inhale, left leg up behind you. Exhale, bring it forward. Again, stage one, starting on that leg. This is not a low lunge, you're actually up on the knee. So nice long inhale, right arm up. We've just opened up the sides, so there should be lots of room to bring it over and around. Get the navel out there, palms together. First things first, inhale and extend your spine, and then exhale, press into the leg to open this shoulder back. And hold it and breathe. From here, you can stay there. You can reach the arms. You can tuck the back toes. You can straighten the back leg. Eventually, if you really want to play and you want to challenge your balance, you can go into a nice bind. And breathe. And enjoy the magic of a twist. There is so much goodness happening in a twist. Think about a sponge that you're squeezing all of those toxins out of, and as soon as you come out and you release, then there's a fresh flow of blood inside. Very nice. Slowly release. Hands down. Step back to plank. Take a deep inhale and exhale slowly down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Since we're in twisting mode, come down onto your knees. Let's keep the hips high over the knees. We're just going to do a twist here. So keep the hips where they are. We're going to bring the right shoulder to the floor. Good, and how far you take this is up to you. Where you move your hips is up to you. So where you're feeling something really nice and sweet in the spine. Nice, and slowly come up. Let's just go to the other side. So left shoulder to the floor. Long, deep breaths. Nothing sacrifices the breathing. Much rather you back off the pose than sacrifice the breath. Very nice. And slowly come back. Tuck your toes, press back to down dog. Look up, step your feet to your hands. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forward bend. Bend your knees, inhale up. Hold. Stay low in your base, just bring the upper body forward, and maybe you can sit a little bit further down. You're not resting the chest on the thighs, you're still lifted, but you're extending. Stay low in the hips, just bring the upper body up again. Utkatasana, chair pose, take a deep breath. And exhale, forward bend, straighten your legs, and just fold forward. Feet are hip distance apart. Grab hold of your big toes. If the back of your legs is tight, or if you have any lower back issues, please feel free to bend your knees here. Otherwise, inhale, look up and extend your spine, even if you're doing this with bent knees. And exhale, drop your head. Bend your elbows, release the head and neck completely. And this is about pulling your chest towards the floor, not the head. The head's gonna follow whatever the chest does. So breathe. Good, look up, extend your spine, release the toes. If you can, bring the entire palm under the entire foot, so the toes are all the way by the wrists. You can do this with bent knees if you need to. Inhale, extend, and exhale, same thing. Drop the head and neck, press your toes into your wrists. Nice wrist massage here, hold it and breathe. You're pulling the chest towards the floor. hips and release. Bring your hands to your hips, and on a long inhale, slowly come all the way up to standing. Nice. Good, let's do some standing poses. So let's do a couple balance poses, then we'll get into some standing forward bends. Good, so standing at the top of your mat, we're going to do tree pose. This is the most basic balance pose in yoga. It's actually more challenging than you think it is, only because it's about quieting your mind. So we're going to be standing on our right foot, lift your toes, spread the toes wide, and then plant the foot. Think of a tree. This is the roots of your tree, so really press the foot. Feel that you're pressing all four corners of your foot firmly into the mat. Nice, strong standing thigh. Once you have your standing leg, bring the left leg anywhere up along the inside of your thigh. It can go anywhere along the leg that feels comfortable as long as you're not putting a lot of pressure on your knee. So once you have that, the knee is open, lift the spine, relax your shoulders, bring your hands to your heart, find a focal point in front of you, hold it and breathe. Relax your face, come back into your breathing, and hold. Think tree. It's a solid trunk. Anything that happens up here is irrelevant. Hold it and breathe. Good. You can either stay here, or if you'd like, you can slowly reach the arms up over your head. We're just challenging the balance. You don't have to do any of this. You can hold this here with the hands at your heart. It's just as good. Good. And breathe. Very nice. Bring the hands together. Slowly lower down to your heart. Beautiful. Release the leg. Nice. Let's do that to the other side. So again, lift the toes, spread the toes wide, plant the foot. Take the time to do this. It's key. Nice, strong standing leg. It's the trunk, yeah? Lift the right leg up. Anywhere along the inside of the left leg. Sometimes you might find that there are days you couldn't hold a balance pose if you tried. It's all good. There are some days where you pop right into a balance pose and they're fine. Don't beat yourself up about it. That's the whole magic of yoga. There's not a one-size-fits-all, and there's not the same solution for every day. So once you've got, you might find one days that you want to give it 100%. You might find other days where you don't feel like doing much of anything. It's so okay. Good. So hold whatever variation of your tree pose you want. This is about a nice, strong, firm base, a light spine, relaxed shoulders. And we're just working on the balance, and we're working on the quiet in our mind. Very nice. Hands together, slowly back down to your heart, and release. Beautiful. Good. Let's do another balance pose. So again, we're standing on the right foot. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. We're going to play here. So we're going to start with a balance, and then this can go into an arm balance. This is completely optional. Don't feel like you have to do any of this. Work with what works for you. So again, lift the toes, spread the toes, and press the foot. You're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee and open this ankle out. Hands to your heart. Take a nice deep inhale. And on an exhale, you're bending the standing leg. Hold it. And breathe, hold. This in and of itself is a pose. It's a hip opener, an outer hip opener, and a balance pose. So it's half chair. Sit as low as you can. Keep the spine lifted, shoulders are relaxed. All the while your breath hasn't stopped. You can either hold here. If you'd like to work your way into the arm balance, you're going to go all the way down. Hook the foot on the outside of the arm. Slowly bring the weight forward, and then gently lift. If you're not excited by the arm balance, hold your balance, your standing balance pose. This is just as good. Whoops. And breathe. Nice. Good. Slowly come back up. And release. And let's do that to the other side. So lift the toes, spread the toes, plant the foot. Cross the right foot over the left knee. Find your balance first. Hands to your heart. Inhale, hold. And exhale, bend the knee, find your focal point, hold it there and breathe. In this pose, the more you press this knee down, the more you're going to feel a nice outer hip stretch. That alone is a beautiful pose. It's balance, it's strength, it's hip opening, it's calm, it's breath all in one. If you feel like playing and you want to go all the way down, feel free to take this down. This is a very slow coming pose. This is not something that happens overnight. So please don't beat yourself up if this is not happening for you. There are days this is not happening for me. I couldn't do this if I tried. Nice. And there's nothing nicer than watching somebody else demonstrate this. So thank you. Nice. And slowly come back all the way up. Release the leg. Beautiful. Good. So let's make our way down to the mat. Spread the feet wider than hip distance apart. We're going to squat, maybe do another arm balance here. So hands to your heart. Nice long inhale, reach the arms. And long exhale, bring all the way down into a nice gentle squat. Squats are tricky. It took me years to do a squat, and people laugh because you think it's a basic pose. But the point behind the squat is you want the heels on the floor. You'll find a lot of times you can't get the heels on the floor. And if that's the case, feel free to fold up your mat and rest the heels so it feels comfortable. Then you're pressing into the inside of the thigh and lifting the chest. So you want a nice, long, extended spine. And hold. There's a whole lot happening here. Hold it and let it happen. Good. From here, arm balance. You up to it? Nice. Crow pose. Palms flat. They're shoulder width apart. Palms are flat, fingers spread. The key to a crow pose is we're not just coming forward and expecting to be able to lift. You're lifting, and if you can, make a shelf for your knees, and then it's one foot up, other foot up. And you're there. Nice. Good, and slowly come down. Let's just go into seated. Let's do some forward bends and maybe a couple back bends. Good, so Paschimottanasana. We're starting to unwind here and wind down. So this is seated forward bend. First, before we go there, go ahead and get all your good stuff out of the way. So press the sit bones down, press the knees, flex the feet, hands by your sides. Key in any forward bend is that the lift happens from your lower back. So just to show, there's no point in a forward bend to crush the spine. You're always lifting from the lower back. So we're going to go into our forward bend here. So you can either hold here, lift, or if you've got this, you can reach forward, grab hold of your big toes. Alternatively, if you've got a strap or a towel that you can hold against the back of the legs, that's brilliant. You can hold to the back of the knees, the shins, wherever it is. Key is that you keep the chest lifting and the lower back lifting. And wherever you are, and whatever variation you're doing, on the inhale, you're lifting and extending the chest, and exhale, you might just want to hold. There's no point. This is not about pull yourself and bring the head to the knees and crush the spine. It's not that at all. You want to lift and always lead with the chest. And then only on the exhale, we're slowly coming forward. And the minute you start to feel your back rounding is where you need to back off. You're not doing yourself any favors. So think about bringing the chest towards the shins and breathe. Good, and slowly come up. Let's go into the counter pose. So tabletop. Fingers behind you, pointing in towards the butt. Two variations. You can do this with straight legs like Wendy's gonna do, or you can do this with bent knees. So take a deep inhale. If this is not comfortable, this is just as good on your shoulders. It's whatever works for you. So take a deep inhale here, and on an exhale, press the heels. We're lifting the hips. Only if it's okay in your neck, you can drop the head. Otherwise, you can keep the head up. It's called tabletop for a reason. So lift the hips. This is a lovely chest and shoulder opener as well. Breathe. And if you're doing this with straight legs, you're working the toes towards the floor like you can see Wendy's got. Very nice, and slowly release. Let's go into a couple more forward bends. So keep the left leg straight, bend the right foot into your groin. Again, it's a forward bend. So again, either feel free to hold on to a strap or a towel here or onto the legs. It's about a nice long spine. So inhale, extend, and exhale, slowly come forward. We only move on the exhale. Inhale, extend. And every inhale you're pulling long, every exhale you're slowly making your way down. Nice, and slowly come up. Beautiful, let's switch sides. So although the pose is called Janu Shirshasana, which means head to knee, you kind of want to make it more about chest to shin. So inhale, extend, and exhale, slowly lower. You're trying to keep the shoulders square over that leg. Every inhale, you're pulling the chest long, and then exhale, slowly making your way down. Nice, and slowly come up. Good. How about we face each other? Let's do Upavishta Konasana, so spread. And this is one of mine and your favorites, so. Good, so we're going to start here. The knees and toes are pointing straight up. Again, this is about lifting from your lower back, so you're tilting that pelvis forward. There's no point in trying to come forward if you don't have that lift in your lower back. If this is too much, feel free to bring the legs closer anywhere so that you can lift from here. And if that's all you're doing, that's beautiful. Hold it here and breathe. If you've got it and you want to go forward, bring the hands to the inside of your groin. It's inhale, extend. And then exhale, you can slowly walk the arms out. Notice when we're coming forward, she's also got that lovely forward tilt here in the pelvis, which means when you're coming down, it's inhale, chest opens, and then as you lower, belly lowers first, then the chest, then the head. This is not here. It's here. And if that's as far as you can go, that's beautiful. If this is as far as you can go, that's beautiful. Hold it there and let whatever's supposed to happen, happen. All the while, you're breathing. Nice, and slowly make your way up. Let's do this to the side. So one hand to either side of your right foot, right leg. Press your palms. On an inhale, you're lifting the chest, and then exhale, just square the shoulders over that leg. That alone, you'll feel a stretch in the outside of your hip, you'll feel a stretch in your sides. Hold it there and breathe. That on its own is a very challenging pose. If you'd like to take this further, it's inhale, pulling the spine long, and then exhale, you're slowly working your way straight forward over that leg, but you're trying to keep the shoulders square. Nice. And if you can come down, think about bringing the left elbow down before the right, and that's going to keep you turning into the pose and not falling out of the pose. If this is enough for you, hold it here and breathe. Inhale, you're pulling your spine long, and exhale, just hold a twist. Nice, and slowly come up. Let's do that to the other side. So one hand to either side of your left leg. Take a deep inhale, press, and exhale, just twist the shoulders so the shoulders are square over that leg. Hold it there and breathe. Once you've got this, if you want to move forward, it's inhale, extend, and then exhale, you can slowly start to come down. Hold. The spine stays lifted. The thighs, this is passive in your legs, so let it go. Let the magic happen. And again, it's inhale, always extending the spine, and exhale, then moving forward. Very nice, and slowly come back up. One last one, bend the knees, soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana or butterfly. If the legs are way up here, that just means you're tight in the groin, that's perfectly fine. Feel free to prop yourself up on a blanket or a pillow or a block so that you're lifting the hips and you're allowing the knees to fall apart. Otherwise, either bring the hands behind you if you're finding that it's hard to lift from your lower back. Use your hands to tilt that pelvis forward. That's always key in a forward bend. Hold it there and breathe. If you've got this and you want to move forward, you can hold on to the feet. It's inhale, lifting the chest, and then exhale, slowly making your way forward. Again, this is not about crushing and bringing the head to the feet. This is about inhale, lift, and you're trying to bring the chest to the outside of your feet. So you're always conscious of pulling your spine long. Inhale, pull long, and exhale, slowly lower. It never matters how far you go. What matters is that you're doing it right and you're doing it safe. May I? Deep inhale and exhale. Very nice, and slowly come up. Good. Release your legs, lie down on your back. And we're going into closing here. Let's just do a couple back bends, gentle back bends, and we'll go into plow and shoulder stand. Okay, so lie flat on your back. Knees are hip distance apart. Bend the knees up, feet are flat, palms down by your sides. We're gonna curl the back up into a back bend, but we're gonna do this very consciously. So before we go any further, think about pressing your navel flat into your spine, into the mat. So that little arch in your lower back is no longer there. You can't fit anything there. You're pressing it down. With that action, start to peel the hips off the floor and keep lifting. Keep that action in mind. So we're still rounding slightly in the lower back. Once you're up, gently walk the shoulders away from your ears. And instead of squeezing your butt here, try and soften the butt and press the heels down to help lift and open. Remember, a back bend is about chest opening. So allow the chest to open and release and lift. This is bridge pose or Setu Bandhasana. If this is enough for you, you can hold here. If you'd like to clasp the fingers under your back, feel free to do that. Good, and then we're gonna roll down, but the same way we came up. So keep tucking the tailbone up and see if you can release one vertebrae at a time, starting from your neck to your middle back, to your lower back, and release. Good, we're gonna do one more. So if you're happy with bridge pose, what we just did, hold it there. Otherwise, you can press all the way up into a wheel, which Wendy's probably gonna show. So press the heels again. Curl the tailbone up, work your way back up. Hold your either bridge pose, wherever you feel happy. Alternatively, you're going to bring the hands by your ears and press up into wheel. Can you turn the feet in slightly? Nice. Good. And notice she's lifting. It's a beautiful chest opener here. Breathe into this. And we've opened the chest enough and we've opened the spine enough to be able to get into this comfortably. Very nice. Whenever you're ready, slowly lower. Beautiful. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. Either roll gently side to side here, releasing the spine. And we're just going to go into closing from here. So keep the knees into your chest, bring your palms to the mat, and then very gently, we're going to roll the hips off the floor. Good. Bring your hands to your lower back and extend the legs straight up into a nice gentle shoulder stand. Hold it here and breathe. Notice in a shoulder stand, we're extending the legs straight up. We're only trying to get straighter to keep things active. If this is already a lot, this is going to be a lot on your shoulders and your neck. If there's any pressure in the shoulders and the neck, please back off the pose. Alternatively, you can put a blanket under your back so that the edge of the blanket is at your shoulders. When you come up, you're making room for the neck. Never force this pose. Never force any pose, but you never want to force this pose. And you're extending the legs while you're here. Rotate your ankles and give the feet a really nice stretch. There's so many good things happening in a shoulder stand. Number one, you're allowing the body to enjoy the reverse effects that gravity always has on our bones. The blood is rushing out of the feet, which always feels kind of nice. How often do you get to do this for yourself? You're stimulating your thyroid, you're stimulating the production of calcium, you're calming your nervous system. There is so much magic happening here if you allow it to happen. Slowly drop the legs over your head into a nice gentle plow pose. Again, only go as far as feels comfortable in the neck and the shoulders. What you do with your arms here is completely up to you. You can clasp the fingers, that's relatively advanced. You might feel like you can't do that, that's fine. Otherwise, you can keep the palms flat. Personally, my personal favorite is to be in plow and turn the arms up. If you're in plow and you're happy and you can, point your toes instead of flexing the feet and rest on tops of the toes. It's hard to breathe here, just do the best you can. Bend your knees into your shoulders for Karna Pidasana or ear pressure pose. So this is a very calming pose for the mind. Not only do you have your ears squeezed if you can, but this is supposed to really quiet down the mind. You want to try and figure out a way here to relax in the spine so you're not crunching or pinching anything. Very nice. Release the legs back into plow. Bring the palms flat to the mat. And key here, what we're going to do is you're going to try and roll out really nice and controlled. You're using your palms and you're using your belly to control one vertebrae at a time until you're lying flat. Really nice. Hey, I love it. Awesome. Once you're lying flat, a couple nice, really deep breaths into your spine. This should feel like $1 million. We've only got one more pose to go before we go into a nice Shavasana. So it's the counter pose to a plow pose, which is fish. So you're going to bring the hands under your butt. You're pressing into the elbows and lifting the chest as far as you can. And then you drop the head back. The reason we do a fish pose after a plow pose is in plow, everything is locked and we've locked the throat and the chest. The point behind fish is that we open and unlock the throat and the chest. So take a few nice deep breaths here. Allow it all to release. If you really wanted to challenge yourself, you want to try pick up the legs? Ooh, hardcore. You won't catch me doing that. I'll stick to my beginner's pose. That's awesome. Nice. Slowly release. Awesome job. Good. And let go, unwind, lie back. If at this stage you feel like you need anything else to release, you want to take a gentle twist, feel free to twist. If not, and you're ready, lie back for Shavasana, the sweetest part of the practice. So you're spreading your feet so they come out to the corners of your mat, and just let the feet flop open to the sides. Lie back, arms are away from your sides, palms facing up. And just first few breaths here, consciously let everything relax. Shavasana is corpse pose or dead man's pose. And the whole point behind Shavasana is that we're trying to allow our base metabolism to come back to normal. You're allowing everything to melt out of your body. And really the point behind it is that you want to figure out or learn the magic behind quieting down your mind. So while you're lying here, consciously, if you can, you want to do this for 8 minutes, 10 minutes. If you've got the time, do it for longer. It really is just as important as everything else that we've done. People tend to rush through a Shavasana, but you're cheating yourself out of some magic. So while you're here, consciously let the feet flop open to the sides, relax your ankles and your calves. We're no longer forcing the breath. You're allowing the breath to happen completely naturally. Relax the thighs. Bring your attention to the whole hip area. We did a lot of hip opening, so let the hips sink into the mat so your lower body is completely soft and relaxed. Otherwise, you can slowly start to bring your awareness back to your body and start by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Keeping your eyes closed on a long inhale, stretch your arms over your head and give yourself a really nice stretch from your fingertips to your toes. Exhale and relax. Bend your knees up, roll over onto your right side, and hold it here for a couple breaths. And whenever you're ready, use your left hand to help push you up to seated. And sit up however comfortably you can. Cross-legged, easy pose, Sukhasana, wherever you're comfortable. Lift your spine, relax your shoulders, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes and take a couple nice deep breaths. And just take a moment here and allow yourself to feel the gratitude for having taken the time to do this for yourself today. So even smile if you can smile. Thank you for joining me for the class. Namaste.